Imagine a child who is safe, but never scared. A kid who is protected, but never tested. This might sound like perfect parenting, but in reality, something huge is missing. We adults so often protect kids from every fall, every fear, every risk. But inside that protection, a child's brain and courage are quietly asking, when do I get to try real life? Today, we're going to talk about something most parents haven't heard clearly. Kids don't just need play, they need risk to grow. When we say risk, we don't mean danger. We mean climbing a little higher, trying something new, facing small fear, or making a choice that might go wrong. Every time a child takes a small risk, their brain builds one invisible muscle: courage. And courage isn't something we can teach from a book. It's something children earn by trying, wobbling, and still moving forward. When a child survives a small fair and says, "I did it. I can handle more than I thought," that's the birth of real confidence. Not perfect success, but brave effort. Risk does not just build courage. It also trains a child's inner judge, the part of their mind that asks, is this safe? Is this possible? The more a child practices this, the better they become at protecting themselves. Years later, that's some kid know to just take any risk. They all know how to measure it. That's the difference between reckless kids and voice kids. Every time a child takes a healthy risk, their brain is doing a secret workout: problem solving, decision making, emotional control, all firing at once. This is how real, deep thinking adults are built. If a child never feels the taste of uncertainty, later in life, real challenges will feel like monsters. But if a child practices small risks, uncertainty slowly becomes something familiar and even a little exciting. Falling builds more than bruises. It builds emotional armor, the ability to feel fear, feel failure, feel doubt, and still choose to try again. Risk isn't just a solo thing. When kids dare to speak up, try a new game, or join a team, they're also learning trust, teamwork, and how to handle rejection gently. Research shows kids who get healthy doses of risk in play often grow into less anxious adults because they've already practiced being unsure, being scared, and still moving forward. On the other side of the spectrum, kids who are overprotected can grow up cautious, afraid of mistakes, afraid of trying new things. Psychologists call this positive stress, small, controlled challenges that push a child enough to grow, but not enough to break, like a tiny workout for the mind. Of course, parents fear danger. That fear is real and valid, but hiding kids from all risk is like keeping a plant in a closed box. It stays safe, but it never grows strong branches. Healthy risk doesn't mean abandoning kids to danger. It means giving them space to try inside a safe frame, watching without hovering, and saying, "I'm here, but you can do this," instead of "let me do it for you." Fun fact, kids on slightly more adventurous playgrounds actually learn to judge heights and speed better than kids on super safe playgrounds because they practice real decisions, not just following rules. In school, healthy risk looks like raising a hand even when unsure, trying a hard question, starting a project that might fail. Every time they do this, they're training their brain for the future, not just for the test. When kids are allowed to risk failure, they learn that failure is not a word to fear, but a feeling to understand, like a teacher who whispers, "Try this differently next time." Risk-taking isn't just about bravery. It's also about learning to ride the waves of fear and excitement. Kids who practice this early find it easier to stay calm under pressure later. Years later, that kid who practiced small risks becomes an adult who accepts hard tasks, handles criticism, takes smart career chances, and doesn't collapse at the first setback. This does not mean we should push kids into danger. We still set boundaries, remove real hazards, and give them physically safe homes. The point is, within a safe frame, kids need space to risk and learn. For anxious kids, small, supported risks can be therapy disguised as play. Every time they risk a tiny step and survive, their brain updates, stronger than my fears. Parents can start by letting kids try a small climb, letting them solve simple problem on their own, and resisting the urge to rescue them from every wobble. This is how we grow not just safe kids, but strong kids. So cute, don't need no risk. They need healthy risk, enough to feel fear, enough to fall, and enough to stand back up, stronger and smarter each time. If this idea is new to you, you are not alone. But now you know something powerful. Protecting kids from all risk is protecting them from their own growth.
Go ahead and click that subscribe button, and don't forget to like and share this video.